We've talked about this all week and even in the last few weeks. There's so much more than just this tournament going on. So when you have the tournament, the golfers are here, the caddies are here. But when the tournament is over, where do they go? For that, we bring in Danny Rogers. Danny, where do they go when there is no golf?
They have a couple of options, but whether these players are playing on the Symetra Tour or the LPGA Tour, their schedules are busy, traveling to a new tournament each week and doing so with their caddies, of course. For the last 8 years, a Lambertville, Michigan family has been opening their home to Marathon Classic golfers and caddies. This year, Gene Dries is providing pro golfer AJ Newell and 4 caddies with a place to call home. The LPGA life consists of tournaments almost every week, which means constant traveling and being away from home. However, for the last 8 years, Gene Dries and her family have been opening their home to golfers and caddies.
Hopefully you finish on Sunday if you make the cut and you jump in the car and you're trying to get to wherever you are next. And you know, you kind of get there, you unpack, and so this week it's been a lot of fun because we've been able to hang out every night on the back porch, play basketball, and tonight it was really fun to get to cook. I don't think I've cooked in probably 6 weeks. So.
For caddies Jay Davey and Nico Pereira, Gene's house is what they look forward to every Marathon Classic week.
Oh, Jean's the greatest. She's the best. The family's amazing.
I feel like home when I come here. I always looking forward for this week. It's not easy to have 4 caddies and 1 player here, so they take the time for us and we try to give it something back and cook like AJ is doing right now.
How does one host pro golfers and caddies for a week? For Jean and her family, it was as easy as saying yes.
You know, we had the opportunity, like 7 or 8 years ago, I had a CEO friend in healthcare that had a player that qualified at the last minute, and she sent me a text about 8 years ago and said, would you be willing to house this golfer at the last minute? And we said, sure.
They're pretty much family now. They've been coming annually, like every year.
They were playing video games just the other night. We were showing one of the guys from Switzerland actually what Fortnite was.
When AJ and the caddies are away from their family so often, they look to each other for comfort and laughs.
They're really goofy, but they're a lot of fun. Like for me to be kind of the only girl, the player here, to see the 4 guys interacting with each other, I just think it's hilarious because they come from so many different places, from different cultures, and golf is the one thing that's brought all of us together.
We had some fight. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, we are friends since we came here in this tour, so we're sharing everything.
We're sharing nationalities. Nico is from Switzerland, Jesus from Spain, Jay is American. These guys are Americans too, so we can share our dishes and just share a cooking experience.
All of those cultures coming together in Lambertville, Michigan.
Since we live up here in Lambertville, it's a little bit off the beaten path, and they really like that. They like to just come here and chill, and they have become very comfortable in our home.
After the Marathon Classic, AJ and the caddies are back on the road, heading to the next tournament.
So 52 weeks a year, I go home maybe 20.
A lot of traveling, a lot of living out of a suitcase, different cities, different climates. Everything changes for a week.
The golfer-caddy relationship is critical for AJ and Jay, which is why staying in the same house for a week, on top of spending hours at the course together, have become part of their routine.
That relationship is probably the most important one you have in your life when you're in our business. I think that once you get out on the course, you get so nervous and your emotions take over.
You know, you guys gotta have like a bond together. So you know, you trust each other on the course, you trust each other off the course. So there's a lot of there's gotta be a good connection, a good gel between you both.
He's really good at reading my body language, which I'm not sure if I like that all the time, but he's good at it, so I think it helps us on the course a lot.
And yes, the Drieses are AJ's biggest fans this year at the Marathon Classic.
AJ, we're your #1 fans. Tennessee, Tennessee.
Jean also opened her home up to me. I was there for about 3 hours shooting. She offered me some dinner and wine, but I said no, of course, because it's the Marathon Classic week. She also said if you are interested in hosting a family, just contact the Marathon Classic office. They'd be happy to point you in the right direction.